Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Farming Simulator 19 here in Boulder Canyon. I am just starting up this little lot and press H there to let the hired help carry on. The hired help decided not to carry on with the front mower for some reason. Now it'll do it. Right, there we go. We've pressed H for it to carry on with doing our baling, and it's got that strip there to do. And then once that is all done, we can begin mowing. We can begin baling the straw down there, and we also want to do some work on the hill up here. So I'm thinking that yes, we will do the entire field for crop up here because we've got the bigger combine. And although yeah, I'm still actually umming and ahhing about that. I think we will, because I mean I did say that we wouldn't. I said that we would do part of it because of the fact that we're then waiting on one combine to do everything, and that's going to take absolutely ages, and so it would be better if we did part of it and part of it with grass. So maybe I will stick to my guns on that one. Maybe I will. I'll stick to that. All right, I will stick to that. I will at least stick to that little bit. Now I'm going to take this load of slurry here that I've just unloaded from the cattle. I'm going to run that over to the sale point, and we're going to sell that. So there's another 30,000 litres of slurry, which is another little bit of money. I'm then going to go and get another round of bales off of the field, and I'm going to sell those so that we've got more money coming in, which does mean that we're, the money is climbing fairly rapidly. And that also means that so long as we can get the combining done, we're not going to be far off being able to fill those pigs up properly. I mean, that is our biggest problem at the moment, is being able to fill the pigs up. Right? I got 50,000 there, and I got 45,000 there. I don't have any here, but we're going to do that. I was going to do corn up on the big field. No, I am going to do the whole field. I'm going to do the entire field. I'm not going to leave any grass. I'm going to do the entire field, because we'll do all of that with corn, and then we'll have a protein crop. And people actually said, I think you said that the yield is actually highest with canola, not beans. So we'll do canola then. We'll do canola, and that gives a slightly better yield than the beans, apparently. I didn't realize that. I thought beans gave a slightly higher yield. The sheep are almost all the way up, and the cattle are almost all the way up. We've got 18 cows and 8 sheep still to go, and that will be those 2 pens completely full. We do have to actually fill the total mixed ration all the way to the brim, and the straw has got to be filled all the way up as well. The chickens we've done, and the sheep, that's not going to be a problem at all. Pigs, that's going to be a bit more difficult. We don't have enough of this. We've got the wheat and barley at the moment, but we've only got 108 pigs. We need 3 times this, which means that we're going to need 3 times the wheat barley, 3 times the corn, 3 times the soybeans. And once those are completely full, then it's fine, because the wheat and the barley and the soybeans, they tick down a lot slower. They use the corn a lot faster, and it shouldn't take all that long to get the last 200 animals. We're not going to do the root crop. We're not doing potatoes and sugar beet, despite the fact that we'll take a hit. Now, some people pointed out that I don't need to do the straw, because it doesn't actually do that much of a... you don't get that much of a loss from it. Doesn't matter about the profit loss from the straw. What does matter is that one of the conditions for finishing our playthrough on this map is that the animal pens must... We have one of each animal pen. The animal pens must be full, and all of the food and straw must be full as well. All full, apart from the root crop requirement for the pigs. That's the only exception, because of the huge specialization in doing root crops. So that is the reason that we're having that exception, and that is the only exception that we're having. So we do need to get a whole load of other stuff going. In the meantime, I'm going to go to this tractor right here, and I'm going to, this time, going to commence loading. I'm going to go up this way. I don't normally go into the field this way. I normally go up round by the gateway, but we've got these two bales. that have rolled over here, so I want to go and get those first, and then we will start making our way up across the field. I also want to... Well, I could actually do with getting rid of the bits down here. It'd be good to get rid of some of this stuff. I was going to start working on spreading lime on the field, wasn't I? Because we are going to need to put lime on the field here. That was something else I was going to get started on. We're going to want lime on the field, and we're going to... I mean, we are going to want to do fertilizer on here, but that's not going to be a problem. We can do that after we've spread the next, sown the next crop on here. I'm not really concerned about that. I'm going to just drive around and gather up these bales here a second. Get all the bales that we can. And then once I've got all of these, let's bring you around like that there. And then I can head out over to the other end. We don't have that many bales left. Like, he's doing a great job now. He's got most of the bales here that we're going to be getting. I reckon there's going to be another 3, possibly 4 bales after this. I mean, we do get a pretty good amount of money for the bales. There's no denying that there is some good money to be had here. But I think that if we focus now and do the entire field as corn, that should hopefully get us enough corn to finish the entire job. Finish all of the pigs and that, because the other we've got all we need for the other crops, or for all of it. We've got everything there. Right, let's leave you there a second and then go to you over here. You've got one bale that actually the bale is just kind of moving across. Should I leave you going just for a little bit longer? No, I'm not going to leave you going just a little bit longer. What I'm going to do is I'm going to drive down over here and head this way. Now, unfortunately, it's going to stay at 13k. Oops, I actually want to start that one up now. It slows down to 13k when you're not picking any grass up, when you've got like a low yield. It's because we're doing silage. And silage with this one definitely takes longer than it does to do any of the other crops. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to lift up the pickup reel on there a minute. Place it back down again, and we're just going to go along this little run here, and then I can go back round and I can do a run along and just get the rest of that grass there. That means then I can get started on spreading some lime on this field, and we'll also then be able to get going with cultivating up this field as well. We're not going to need to plough it. We don't have any ploughing requirements on this field. We've only got the lime. At least I think that's the case. Let's have a look. We've only got the lime. Yeah, we need lime on everything. Lime has got to be put across absolutely everything, but we don't have a ploughing requirement, which is quite good. I quite like that we don't have any ploughing requirement. So let's take you on this way, and yeah, it's going to stay at 12 because I've got silage going on. If I lift you up a bit there, like that, swing you in round like this, here, and then we get to level with the top like that, and then bring it down a bit. Right, what I'm hoping is if I drop that one down, and I press H just there, the hired help will run along the field here, and then it recognizes that it's not picking up the stuff very quickly, so it speeds up ever so slightly. It's still only doing 14k instead of the 18k that it is capable of doing if we've got other things going on. But that's fine. We can let it do that. There's a little tiny strip that's left there still. I'm going to leave that strip. I'm not going to worry about that, and we'll run back up to the top. That'll be another bale or two that we can get up there. I don't know what... I guess I don't really need to worry about the rest of the bales in this field. Right? I guess I don't really need to worry about it because there's a... We got $136,000. I mean, the only real reason to worry about it would be because of the increase in money that we'd be able to get. And then we could use that money to go and buy more pigs, just to push that last little tiny bit of like getting to filling up the pig pens. See, I don't know that we really even need to worry about that. I think that, well, with 108 pigs right now, a couple days, I've got to do the root crops, and I'm gonna have to do another crop still of wheat and barley. Let's lower that one down there, and I'll bring you up like this. There we go. And then just kind of gently swing you in around like that. And press H and just let you keep going. Right, you're going pretty good there. We'll let you run just a little bit longer, and then that's going to be another bale or two. While that's happening up there, I will go and sell this one here. There's another load of slurry that we can go and take and get rid of. So yeah, the sheep and the cattle, they should fill their pens up themselves in the next few days. Actually, we can tell you exactly how many days. If I go over here first and just park up on the sell point so that we can get rid of this next load of slurry. The merchant has come in and he's collected up this load of slurry right in here. And then if we go into here, so we got 8 sheep to go, and we get 1 every 4 hours. So we have got 32 hours. 32 hours left, so it's a day and a half. Before the next crop is ready to harvest, we will have a full pen of sheep. The cattle over here, they're taking 7 hours, and we've got 18 of them to go. So 18 times 7. Does anybody know their 18 times table? I'm not so hot with mine. Well, 5 times 18 is 90, so that would make 90, and then 2 times 18 is 36, so that would make 126. 126 hours. At 24 hours per day, so it's just over 5 days. Just over 5 days, and we will have our 200 cows. That's not bad going. That's not bad going. Right, we picked out, we just got another load there. I didn't actually pay attention to how much we had beforehand, so I'm not sure how much we got for that load. I think we're getting about 1,500 a load there, are we? Let's have a look at the facts and figures here. Statistics right here. Seed usage, fertilizer, created bales. That's not going to tell me anything. I have to go to here, and all this is going to do is tell me what I'm getting sold milk, harvest income. Yeah, that's harvest income. So all I get, like, for selling slurry, I just get harvest income, so I don't actually get the amount. I think that we get about 1,500 a load, but I'm not sure about that. It might not even be that much. We'll have a look, and no, it's not that much. I don't think it is that much. It's more like 1,300 a load, maybe 1,200. But we've got over 10 loads here to take, so we are looking at $12,000–13,000 for slurry, which, considering that we are playing this on hard mode, that's actually pretty reasonable. That's not a bad amount of money, really, when you think about it. Let's get you here. I know that I've got a bale down there somewhere. There's one there. I'll get that one in a minute, actually. We're up on top of the hill right here, so let's run round and pick up the rest of this. What's he doing now? Oh, he's going up beside the stone there. He's got maybe 1, possibly 2 runs left on that little bit there, and then that one is all finished. I don't see any other bales scattered around. It's just those 2 there that I've picked up. Plus we got 1 more down the bottom there to go and get. He has got 1 more pass to do along the top here, and then that one's going to be done. Not going to bother with any other little bits, I don't think. So what we'll do is we'll go over and we'll watch this one until he gets to a full... No, actually, I think we can get 2 more bales out of this. Looking at it there, we're on 4,000 already. I reckon we can get 2 bales out of this rather than just 1. And then we will call it quits. We will stop on exactly the 2 bales. And we won't do any more than that. And then we will go and we will start doing the straw. Because I need to... Like, I've got to physically drive round all of the straw, which is going to take a little bit of time. So I want to be able to do all of that as well. You're going to go out, round, and round again, and then back into there. Drop down. Go on, off you go. There you go. That's fantastic. That's brilliant. And away you trot. If doing it this way round, if I was to put the lime on the field now, anywhere where the grass is fully grown, I don't know that that would actually register as lime being placed on the field or not. I think it will. Kind of hoping it does, because otherwise we're going to be wasting a bit of it. I mean, I think it does. I got no reason to believe otherwise. I'm actually tempted to go and get a big lime spreader, a much bigger one than I've got right here. So, yeah, I was just going to say, do I go for one more bale or not? You know, we've got one bale here just done, and then I've only got this patch of grass here in the middle. But yes, I will keep going with this. That one's going to go all the way down to the end down there. It's going to dump the bale behind. Helper has completed task. So what I'll do now is I will do this myself. I'll actually lower the mower down, and then I'll switch over to this one and just lift that one up. That'll allow me to drive a little bit faster up and down. I can also go over, there's a little bit of grass right there that we can go and pick up. Actually, it's not going to let me pick that up. I don't know why. Oh. Because I had the baler up in the air, that's why. Right, let's try and do that again then, shall we? We'll go and get that little tiny bit of grass that we've got just over there. And I'll lower that one down. There we go. I missed a bit anyway. And then I'm going to go back over this way. There's another bit that I've just missed. I'm going to go here like this. I'm going to drop that one down. Sort of thinking I should just have the hired help doing this bit as well. We'll just go backwards and forwards with the hired help on here until I've made another bale. I'm not going to do that, though. I'm going to do this little bit manually, just because I think it will end up being a bit better. It'll be a bit more efficient, I should think, because I can take slightly wider passes with the mower. And I can turn a little bit faster, because I can also go all the way round over here like this, and sort of do an extra strip like that. There, so I run down through here. So there's 3,000 litres. And 3,500 litres out to there, 3,600. And then I come back round over to here and start doing this bit. And then I can go and get the straw, and that will be all of the straw that we need. I need a little bit of straw in for the mixed feed for the cattle, but that's not the main reason that we need the straw. The main reason is for the bedding. We got to have plenty there for the bedding to be able to fill up both the pigs and the cattle completely to the brim with bedding. I'm actually tempted to not put any in until we have got them completely full, just to make sure that we have got enough bedding to be able to do that job like properly right to the finish, because otherwise we could end up sort of missing out a little bit on some of the bedding there for the animals, and I don't want to do that. Like the last thing that we want is to like finish up the series by needing to grow one more round of crops because I'm like 2,000 litres short on all of the bedding requirements for the animals. And I've got to have all of the pens all completely full right at the end to be able to say, yes, we have done it. And that is the requirement. And we are very, very close now. It's actually closer than I thought. You know, if we think about it, if we do all of this field up here with corn, that's quite likely to cover all of our corn needs for right up until the very end of the series. Right there is 7,860 litres of grass in that bale right there. If I come back over here with this little thin strip down here, we could very well end up getting everything I need to finish the bale right here with the 100 litres. 755. Not quite, but there is another bit over here. There was a little bit. No, that's not going to be enough. There's two little bits right here. There's one little bit right there, and then there's another bit just up there. It says 7971, and then there's another bit there, which makes 84. I'm being very careful now. I want this to go exactly the right amount of grass, and that's going to be in here. So I've got to go like little tiny bit by little tiny bit now, like this. It's the only way to do this. 92. Go on, a little bit more. Still saying 92. 95. Because I don't know if it's going to stop exactly on the right amount, or if it's going to actually jump straight over to the next one. There's 2 more litres. 8,000 exactly. Right, perfect. That's exactly what I wanted to do. I wanted to get it exactly onto 8,000 litres, so I can switch over and turn that one off, and I'll actually fold that one up. We could leave that one on the front while we go off and do the rest of this. There is our bale. That one can be left there, and we can go whizzing on down the hill down here, and I can actually go straight into the baling down here. I'm not going to just yet. I'm going to leave that one there, and then I'm going to go over. I'm going to go to this one, and we'll sell the slurry. I'm curious. I want to see exactly how much we're getting per load. I don't remember from last week. So we'll sell this slurry. I want to get the lime spreader onto our tractor, because we've got to put lime across all of our land. And that is... obviously, it's going to cost us a bit of money. My biggest concern is not the money. My biggest concern is the amount of time that it's going to take by using the lime spreader that we have been using so far in the series. And I'm thinking that we could really do is something that can spread lime a little bit more enthusiastically. So it might be time to upgrade. I mean, didn't we upgrade? Now that I think about it, didn't we actually upgrade? I know that I've upgraded somewhere, and I don't remember exactly where it was. Probably wasn't this series, to be honest. It was probably another one. Right there. So we're $1,344 for our slurry per load. That's not bad. $1,344. That's pretty reasonable, that is. So we'll run you around this way, like this. In order to get more money, if I need to generate more income, we do have the option of selling our animal trailer, because we don't need that one anymore. We had that one in case we were going to get extra pens of animals, but we're not going to get extra pens of animals, so technically we don't need it. So that one can stay there, doing what it's doing. And I want to go to this one. I'm going to go over to here. So I've got a bag of lime there beside that rake. I'll lower you down here and unhitch that one like that. And then we'll head around this way. So I think... oh, I did upgrade it. Right, we have a bigger lime spreader now. I think this one does do lime as well. I'm hoping it does. Otherwise, we have no lime spreader. We will have to go and get an actual lime spreader if this one doesn't do it. Pretty sure it does. We will find out in a minute. I'm going to empty this one out, and we will see if we can spread lime with it. I'll bring it back over here so it's ready for spreading fertilizer later on. Put you over there like that, and back you up here. Lower you down. And then unload that one like that. Lift you up there. So there's 3 of those bags. So here's the lime bags that I've got over here. And I've got the lime tank is over closer to the field. Lower you down. Oops, I don't want to put the cover off. I want to bring you back over here like this. Yes, right. It does take lime. Ideal. Couldn't remember if this one took lime or not. Very pleased to find out that it does. So we can load that lot into there. I don't know if the other bag over there... I'm pretty sure that other bag is going to be a part bag. So I'll back you up here like this. Pretty certain that there is a part bag. So let's lower down and then shovel all of that in as well. It is only a part bag. Ideal. Right. And then we head this way up to the tower there that has our lime in it. And I can go into the field. And what I'm going to do is I'm not going to go around the edges first. I'm just going to go straight to work with what we've got in here. So get the lime going in there. I'm going to go straight into the fields. And I'm going to go straight to work with the lime. Not going to... Right, I want to go at about that angle, I think. Something like that. It's H on there. There we go. Right. I'm not going around the edge. I'm not going to go and do anything extra. I'm just going to let the hired help go straight in and start working this field for me. Whether it's going to... Is it going to go all the way across straight from here? I think it will, actually. I'm hoping it will. I'm hoping it will go from that point and it will go straight across. I mean, there is a bale going to be in the way. But I'm hoping it will ignore the fence and just keep going. Should do. Yes, excellent. Right. Let that one keep going there. I need to go up here to this one. And I need to very quickly... I'm not going to get over to that other bale in time. So we have to just hope that that bale that we've got sitting over there is not going to be in the way. Otherwise, we are going to end up with a bit of an accident between spreader and bale. And it does look like there is going to be said accident in a minute. No. No, it's missed it. Ah, ideal. Right, that's good. That is good news. And that is the last of those bales. Spreader is going to keep going there, and that spreader is down to only 9% lime left in the spreader, which is not very much at all. You, right here, can unload onto the trailer, and we'll get this one back into the yard. We get these bales sold. I don't want to keep these. I got no reason to. Our silage section is completely full just about on the feeder. So we don't need to worry about it on there. The only thing that we need to do now is get the straw baled. And we're about to get started on that. See, look at how much silage I've got in there. I've got obscene quantities of silage in there. So I'm going to just stop here a second. And I'll unload those and then load them back on here like this. And then they can unload onto the back like that. Jump across here. Helper E's stop work unexpectedly. He's empty. That's to be expected. Bring you over here like this and then unload there. Kabloom. There's another $48,000. There's another big bite of cash gone into the kitty. We're at about... Well, we're just under 190,000. So we're pushing for $200,000 now, which is absolutely fantastic. Let's bring you over to there, and I want to go to this one. I'll bring you over to this end of the field. I am actually tempted to not worry about doing the edges, like literally just there. I can climb down on that bit there. Probably shouldn't climb down on that bit there. That's not quite the track out of the field, but we're in a hurry. We're in a hurry. We want to get this going so that we can get our other tractor underway. So let's spin you round there like that. This is a lot better than doing it 1,000 litres at a time. I remember doing it 1,000 litres at a time, and it took a long time. That was not really what we wanted to be doing. So this one here, at least it does get a reasonable deal. I mean, that is a long old run all the way across that field there, isn't it? There is a lot of lime needed to be spread in on this field. Let's close that cover over. So yeah, we are going to be doing a fair bit of backwards and forwards for this, but it's going to be worth it. We're definitely not going to need to do any more lime before this series finishes. And with only that little tiny strip down there on the bottom end of the field, probably have to do a little bit up by the stone. And maybe also on the top edges of the field. I don't know. There will probably be a few spots that we need to go and add a little bit of extra lime here and there. But overall, I'd say it's going to be pretty good. Right, you are away. And I haven't really got time to go and start on the baling today. We're mostly... I tell you what, I will go and do a little bit of the baling, just so that we can get a feel for how much... Let's go to the actual baler. Get a feel for how much we can do with this one, how fast he's going to run. Right, we're now running straw in through it instead of running any other crop. So we're doing about 14k. 18 to 20k is about maximum speed, but 14 doesn't seem too bad. And you've got to remember that it does do it based on the time it takes to load up a 4,000 litre bale and then dump it out the back. So this is slower. Like there isn't a way to speed it up from this. This is definitely slower than the square bales. I'm wondering if we should go and get the square baler back. We got the money for it. We could have both of them running. See, the straw bale drops out like that, and then it does that, and it dumps it on the ground. And then now we just wait for the next one. You know, it could go faster than 14. I'm pretty sure it could do faster than 14 and be able to cope with it. Why it's only doing... I missed a little bit there. Why it's only doing 14k. It should be able to do more than that. Helper A has stopped work unexpectedly. The tank is empty. That didn't take it very long, did it? That didn't take very long at all. And us, in the meantime, we've not even done once around the field. I mean, we do only have this one field to do, and then we are done with baling for quite some time. We may not need to do any more baling at all. Baling might have come to a complete close. So I'm going to carry on with this one, despite the fact that it is only doing 14k, which is a little bit disappointing. I would like it to go a bit faster than this. I know it can go faster than this. I've definitely seen it going faster than this, but for some reason today it's decided it doesn't want to. I don't know if it's because I got the mower on the front. I wouldn't have thought that would have any difference. I wouldn't have thought that would have any sort of impact on it whatsoever. I'm not being particularly tidy about the corners either at the moment, although I'll probably end up sort of going around and tidying, picking those up a bit later on. But I am not able to go any faster than 14. It doesn't quite add up. Like, it doesn't seem like 14. It should be... I think it should be able to go a bit faster than this. It does normally. Or at least it does when it's doing hay. Maybe it's just because it's doing straw. Or it might be because it's expanded a bit. Like with the variable bale capacity. Maybe that's what's actually altered it. And making it behave a little bit differently. It might be, I suppose. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'm a little bit confused about this as to why it's sort of taking this extra amount of time to do this. It doesn't quite add up. It doesn't quite make sense. Anyway, we'll run down here and we'll let it do one more bale, and then I can jump over onto that tractor over there and we can go and get another thing. Well, actually, we've run out of time. So we'll load up that tractor at the beginning of the next episode. If you've enjoyed this episode, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.